Okay, Ryan here with Go Living Raw. So excited to have you. Today I'm going to show you how to make an amazing energy soup that Ann Wigmore Institute has every day. Their students and their attendees there have been having this for years and years and years. Dr. Ann Wigmore is the one who founded or identified, created this amazing, wonderful energy soup that gives you tons of hormones, oxygen, phytochemicals, enzymes. Why? Because it's loaded with enzymes, it's loaded with sprouts. So a lot of sprouts, vegetables. You'll see I'm gonna put even some microgreens in here. Now you can make this your own. It's very creamy, it's very rich. And I like having this actually in lieu of even having like a salad on occasion. Sometimes I just want something that just is more rich and where I don't have to chew a whole lot. This is that soup that allows me, or that food that allows me to have the energy to get all those amazing hormones, oxygen, phytochemicals, and enzymes from the living sprouts, plus some other nutritional benefits from the minerals from the dulse that you'll see that I'll be adding, and even the creaminess from the avocado. So you get some really cool textures and flavors, and the saltiness that you get from the dulse, and maybe even aminos that you add. So let me just go through this. It's really pretty simple. The base, you can see what I've got in here is just some peppers. I've got some somewhat hot peppers, and just some regular peppers that I have left over. Now, I do add some ferments in here as well. So you get some really good biome material here. You're gonna get, so what they use Rejuvelac. I'm gonna make this with a ferment that I made. So this is just a regular cabbage ferment. You can see there's a lot of juice there. In order to feed not only our muscles and everything else, but also to feed our gut, to put that healthy bacteria into our gut. So that's what's so powerful about this energy soup, is it gives us energy, minerals, fats from the avocado, and we also get some really good, amazing microbiome for our gut from the ferment that I'm adding as well. So what we start with is I'm actually doing some cucumber and some celery here in order to add some liquid to this whole thing. And I'm gonna blend that along with carrots. So it's basically a cup of carrots chopped up. You can see I've got there's carrots there, and then I've got zucchini at the bottom. Putting that in there. And I'm also gonna do a handful of sprouts. So these are the beans and legume sprouts. You can do lentil sprouts. They actually just do lentil sprouts, but you can see these are the seed, the sprouts, the mung, and adzuki, etc. Beans. You don't do about a quarter cup to a half cup of that. And then what I do is I am going to put that in there, and that's it for right now. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. We're at the top of this guy, there we go. We are ready to go here on the lowest speed. And there we go. So I'm gonna take I have the Vitamix here. Chopping it all up. There we go. Boom. It's about 20, 30 seconds to get all that chopped up and worked in. Okay. That's that. And then I'm going to add to that, I am going to add about a cup of the ferment with a good portion of the juice there as well. You can see I'm just gonna pour some of the juice in there. Okay, really simple. This does not have to be perfect. You're gonna do this all to taste at the end. You're gonna test the taste out and make sure it's the right flavor that you want. So I'm getting some of this stuff out of the way that I've already put in here. Now, we want to make it creamy. So what we're going to do is we're going to add some avocado to it. And this is super fast. You can see how fast I'm making this. It's really pretty simple. And if you need to, you can add some distilled water in order to make it less watery or more watery. You can, or to add some more cream to make it less thick. But what's great is that the celery is going to add a lot of natural water to the whole mix here. And you want to use at least 2 of these smaller avocados. I've already got them all ready to go here, or one really large one, in order to add that creamy texture that you're looking for to what's going on here. Now, I am going to add a little bit of nutritional yeast. I am going to add some dulse. Here's some dulse. About 2 tablespoons. You'll see you'll add to flavor here in a little bit. And I'm also going to add some microgreens. I've got some, and this is where you got to be careful. You don't want to use microgreens that are too pungent, to the taste. And then what I'll typically do is I'll mix this up, get it all mixed in there, and then I'll finally add the greens here in just a second. Push it all down as best I can here before I get it started, and then get it started again. There we go. Starting to get all mixed in there. There we go. You can see it's mixing really well. Do it maybe 30 seconds. I've got the timer on here. So you can see it's getting a nice consistency there. It's really mixing well. Okay. We don't want to blend it too high a speed, low speed here, so that we don't cook it. We want to make sure that we do not cook this at all. Boom. Now when we add the greens, I'm going to stuff as many of these greens as I possibly can get in here. Pushing down the stuff on the side. Maybe even adding some lemon here as well. Look at all these amazing greens that I'm adding here. These are, in addition to the microgreens, I'm adding sunnies, sunflower sprouts. And you're looking at probably like 4 or 5, maybe 6, 7 cups of this. Now you can add edible weeds here, like purslane. That's what they do. That's how they make their energy drink. Again, I want you to be free to add what you want to this and add it, to just have fun with it. Make it your own, That's the key. And really push this down here into the middle before you get started. So it's on those blades and it's ready to get chopped up right in the beginning. Super low speed again, and let's get started. There we go. Now those have a decent amount of water content, so we should get some really good. And I push I also push all the stuff on the side walls down as well. I don't know if you noticed that. When I put the sunflower sprouts in there, just a kind of a tip there for you, just to kind of get things going. You want to keep pushing down, and eventually, this is not going to be as green as some, because I don't have some of the. So they put chard, and they put chard in there, so you can put all kinds of really green vegetables in yours as well, which I highly recommend. You just want to make sure that you blend all this up really, really good, which this is doing. Turn it down to a little bit lower. Okay, I'm turning it up a little bit here. Skip it a little bit, so yeah, you want to, there you go. There you go, okay. Hopefully you guys are seeing that. Really amazing, it's getting there, it's almost there. Let me stop it now and see where we're at in terms of our taste. I'm gonna push some of this down here. Okay, a little bland. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add some lemon. Putting that whole thing right in there, or half. Basically, I took this whole lemon, I cut one of the halves in half. For taste, I'm gonna put a little bit more dulse in here for flavor. And maybe a little bit of Bragg's. That's something you wanna be really careful with in terms of garlic as well is really good to add. Yeah. Okay. Let me add a little bit more nutritional yeast in here just for flavor. It needs a little bit of something else. I just wanted to add a little bit of sourness there, just to kind of mix it up a little bit. And then I'm gonna blend it a little bit more, push it all down, and really let it go for a little bit here to blend all this together. Okay, there's that. Okay. And then I'm gonna taste it. This is all about taste. So you wanna keep tasting it in order to see, you know, how it's going for you. You know, you wanna see how it's tasting for you. When it skips like that, you wanna turn it down a little bit. Okay, you wanna make sure everything's nice and blended. And you've got a really nice smooth consistency. There we go. Okay. Okay, I think that's about it. Maybe a little bit more. It's not as green as it usually comes out, and that's just simply because it's not. I don't have as many of the here. There we go. That's a little better. It's not as green as it usually comes out. I think that's just because of the kale. There's not kale in there, and some of the other green veggies that I put in there, but it's the same, you get the same benefit. So anyway, that is it. Let me just show you. Oh, wow. Yeah, tastes great. Okay. Energy soup, amazing. I still got some chew to it, and wow, I highly recommend you try it. Now you can put some like turmeric on top of this or garlic. Again, season to taste with Bragg's aminos, lemon for some sourness, and even microgreens to get some other tanginess in there. And even to get some tanginess, you can add some more ferments, like maybe Rejuvelac or any ferments that you do. You can just add those to get some tanginess to it. And you can add nutritional yeast as well. But man, this is awesome. And just add a ton of those sunflower sprouts, sunflower greens, and you got an amazing, amazing meal here that you can have in the morning and the evening. It's good for a day or two at least. I wouldn't let it go for very much longer than that. But this right here has just got everything you need in terms of minerals, phytochemicals, oxygen hormones, enzymes, and just nutrients out the wazoo, and even some great stuff for your gut microbiome in the ferments. Make it your own, modify it, Use that same basic structure that I talked about of putting some vegetables in there in the beginning, about 2 to 3 cups, adding the almond, or it's not the almond, but the avocado in order to get the creaminess, 2 to 3 of the regular size avocados. And then you can add the dulse, etc. You add the ferment in there, about a cup, and then even the bean sprouts, about a half a cup of those, and have fun with it. And then obviously the main thing is the sprouts with the sunflower sprouts. That's your main ingredient to make an amazing energy soup, to make it really easy to eat and fun to make. And you can actually even make this almost like a smoothie consistency. So anyway, thanks. Talk to you soon.